Hello, welcome to the new episode of my podcast series. Here we dive into the profound truths shaping our everyday lives. Today's episode is titled The Curtain of Inauthenticity, a deeply practical exploration of how small, seemingly harmless compromises in our authenticity create ripple effects that redefine our relationships. Let's dive right in. Picture a simple scene. You are at a dinner with your friends. The conversation shifts to a new restaurant everyone seems to love. You haven't been there yet, but what you have heard, it does not appeal to you. Still, when asked your opinion, you nod and say, "Yeah, I have heard, it's great." It seems harmless, right? After all, it's just a small nod, a little white lie to keep the mood light and avoid awkwardness. But in that moment, you have started to create a curtain, a small, nearly imperceptible veil between your true self and the world. Over time, these tiny acts of faking interest or approval accumulate. They begin to distort not only how others see you, but how you see yourself. Imagine your authentic self as a window, clear and transparent, through which you connect with the world. Each time you suppress your true feelings, that window gains a curtain. Initially, it's thin, almost decorative, offering a sense of protection from judgment or rejection. But with every instance of inauthenticity, every false nod, forced smile, or feigned approval, the curtain thickens. The light of self-awareness dims, and the view of life becomes hazy. The tragedy is that we often don't realize what we are doing. We believe we are preserving harmony or avoiding conflict, but in reality, we are compromising the clarity of our relationship and our inner peace. Let me share a story to illustrate this. A woman worked at a marketing firm. Her manager often proposed ideas she didn't agree with, but to avoid conflict, she always said, "That sounds great." At first, it seemed like a polite thing to do. But over time, her manager began to rely on her approval as validation. One day, her team failed to deliver on a major project because of those poorly thought out ideas. When confronted, her manager said, "But you always supported my suggestions." Her small compromises had set a precedent. By faking agreement, she had inadvertently created an environment where her voice didn't matter. Not because others silenced her, but because she silenced herself. This is the ripple effect of inauthenticity. Small acts of dishonesty, even with good intentions, can grow into larger challenges that return to us like a boomerang. Compromise is a cornerstone of any relationship. But not all compromises are equal. There is a difference between compromising to build mutual respect and compromising in a way that betrays your inner truth. What began as a small act of compromise to maintain harmony ultimately led to a breakdown in communication and trust. Let's take a step back and reflect. Why do we fake it? Often fear of rejection, fear of conflict, fear of standing out. But authenticity is about more than just being honest with others. It's about being true to yourself. It's about aligning your outer action with your inner values even when it's uncomfortable. Authentic being lives in accordance with his true nature rather than conforming to societal expectations. When we fail to do this, we lose touch with our inner compass and our perception of life, our horizon narrows. How we invite this misery without knowing? Here is the hard truth. Much of the dissatisfaction and challenges we face in life stem from the small compromises we make every day. When we fake approval, we invite misunderstandings. When we suppress our true feeling, we invite resentment. When we prioritize appearances over authenticity, we invite a disconnect from ourselves and others. These invitations are not sent consciously, but they arrive nonetheless, shaping our reality in ways we do not foresee. Now, we have to break the cycle. How do we really avoid spreading this metaphorical curtain? It starts with self-awareness. Before you nod in agreement or feign interest, pause and ask yourself, is this act of compromise rooted in love or fear? What will the long-term impact of this decision be on my relationship and sense of self? For example, if you don't enjoy that restaurant your friends are raving about, it's okay to say, I haven't been there, but I would love to hear what you all like about it. By framing your response authentically yet kindly, you nurture trust and keep the window of your relationship clean and open. What is the way forward? When we choose authenticity, we create relationship built on trust, respect, and genuine connection. We also reclaim our sense of self, expanding the horizon of our lives. A clear window, unshrouded by curtain of inauthenticity, offers an unobstructed view of the world and our place within it. So, the next time you are tempted to fake approval or interest, remember this. Small compromises may seem harmless, but they carry the power to reshape your reality. Choose authenticity and watch how your relationship and life transform. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of The Horizon Within. If you found this discussion valuable, please share it with someone who might need a reminder about the power of authenticity. Until next time, stay true to yourself and keep your window clear. Be happy.